Now to an issue facing many horse owners this spring. Livestock owners are seeing more insects than normal this year thanks to the mild winter that we've had. Joining us now is Justin Talley, our livestock entomologist. And Justin, let's talk a little bit about what horse owners in particular are seeing and kind of what they have to look forward to as we get even warmer.
Yeah, basically they're seeing stable flies and house flies at this time. One thing that they need to make a difference of, the ones that's going to cause the horse the most problems, are the stable flies. They cause more discomfort. They're feeding on the legs of the horse. You usually see them on the front leg of the horse, and then what we can see is modification of that horse's behavior, where they're actually stomping the ground, expending energy just to get rid of the fly.
And I know you and your equine colleagues at OSU are getting some calls from horse owners about what they can do.
Yes.
Let's kind of start with what they can do in and around the barn first.
Okay, in and around the barn, the first thing is manure management. Clean your stalls out. If you can clean your stalls out, that reduces a lot of your fly pressure. The second thing you can do is put some kind of product on your horse. And what that does is, as they're in the stall, it protects them from flies, but as they go outside of the stall, it protects them as well. Another thing, they can release these fly predators. These are a natural biological control option that are really efficient around stalls and barns, but they don't work very well out in an open pasture. One thing you do need to concentrate is put these where the flies are coming from. So fly breeding areas such as manure, old hay, old shavings mixed in with manure, your old manure pile that you mixed your shavings in, that's where you need to release these. If you do release these, it's more of a preventative method, and as you release these, you keep releasing them throughout the summer. One thing you do not need to do is spray a mass coverage of insecticide over your entire facility just to get rid of a high fly pressure. The thing what that will do will kill your parasitoids as well, those little parasitic wasps that are controlling your fly population.
If somebody's already having some problems, what kind of insecticide can they actually put on the animal? What ingredients should they look for?
So most of the horse products that you can put on the horse have permethrin, and that's usually the safest product. There are some other options, but if they just rotate some of these products as they put on their horse, one thing you do not need to do is overuse these products. Use it like the label says, put it on the horse. Now remember, one fly is not going to hurt your horse, but multiple flies is a good option that when you need to start putting something on that horse.
And then what about spraying around the barn or in the barn, just the actual facility?
So you actually have more options as long as you're not putting those products on the horse, because that's considered a premise spray. And as a premise spray, it's any spray that you can almost buy for your home and garden. You're putting it on the barn walls, on the concrete footings next to the stalls, anywhere you see a lot of fly resting on these vertical walls, spray it on the wall. You can get some good residual activity when you use either an organophosphate product or even some of the pyrethroid products that are out there. Any home and garden store will have these. Your veterinary health supply store will stock these as well. And usually anything that's labeled for a premise control spray, you can put on your barns. One thing you need to be careful of is when you use that is to make sure the animals are outside of your stalls and barns. And there's usually a little statement on that insecticide that will tell you how long you need to wait before you can put those animals back in.
Okay, and finally there's vaccines available, I guess, for your veterinarian just to kind of eliminate a lot of the work there, I guess.
Yeah, and specifically for West Nile virus. You know, we used to try to protect our horses so much from mosquitoes by putting products on them daily just to keep the mosquitoes off, because they were transmitting West Nile virus into the horse population. But there's available vaccines that are just as viable as any insecticides you can put on that horse. So the vaccine is very good for West Nile virus, and you really don't need to just keep all your mosquitoes off if it's been vaccinated.
Okay, good advice. Justin Talley, our Extension Livestock Entomologist. Thank you.